is a four-time Pro Bowler. Entering his 10th season in the NFL, you have at least 3 interceptions in 6 straight seasons, the longest active streak. Back with the New York Jets, Antonio Cromartie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
What's going on, big boy? How does it feel to be back in the New York Jets uniform?
It feels good. It feels really good. I mean, back home, being around family and being around this organization. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Was it all along, did you anticipate that you would be here, or was it, you know, were you giving serious considerations to other teams out there?
No, I was giving serious considerations, but, you know, I wanted to be back here. You know, this is home for me, and, you know, it was just a great opportunity, one especially knowing that Todd Bowles was here, who I played with in Arizona last year. It was just a great opportunity to come in and play in that same system, not try to learn another system.
I have a bone to pick with you, sir.
Yes.
Already.
Last time we had you on in Phoenix at the Super Bowl, you told us that you were seriously considering my Dallas Cowboys because, as I recall, weren't you either building a home in Dallas or you have a home in Dallas?
Just looking for one. Yes.
You're looking for one,
yes.
Yeah. And then what happened?
They didn't come with anything.
Uh-huh.
So I made sure, you know, for me to protect my family and do the things in New York, the Jets came in with an offer, you know, and it was time to come in. I couldn't turn down something when you have, you bring in Darrell Reeves, you brought in Brandon Marshall, you signed a guy on Buster Screen who's been a great addition to this team at the nickel package. I mean, you can't turn down an offer.
Did Jerry come with anything?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
And were you offended by that or shocked by that?
Well, I've been offended for the past, three times I've been in free agency. So I was kind of offended.
When you look at this team right now, this New York Jets squad, first things first, even though you played under Todd Bowles last year as a defensive coordinator, with him being a defensive coordinator in Arizona, he's the head coach here now. What is it like thus far with him as the head coach compared to what it was like for you when you were last here with Rex Ryan?
It's different. I mean, he runs a different ship. You know, he's a guy that makes everyone be accountable for everything that they do. There's no coming in. You can't come in late. You can't do this. And, you know, you're gonna get fined. He runs a tighter ship, and from not understanding, guys have to be accountable more and more for what they do. You know, it's not just on the field, but it's off the field too. And when it comes to on the field, you have to take responsibility when you do something wrong, and that's the same thing for the guy that's next to him. You want to go in and make sure that you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, that you're not letting your teammates down on the field, and just be accountable. And I think it's a tight-knitted group that we have too.
You brought that up. Obviously, we can't avoid, when you bring something like that up, thinking about Sheldon Richardson and what recently happened with him.
Yes.
What was it like for you guys to have him in front of you, apologizing, addressing the team for what I was told, talking to you guys? What was that like for you guys to listen to him in the aftermath of that situation?
It was just a grown-up point. You know, I think every man goes through a time in their life where they may make a mistake here and there, and it's just a point of him growing up and being accountable for himself. And that's what you got to respect for him. We love him. He's our little brother. We're going to make sure we're there for him no matter what goes on with him.
So from what you've seen so far in this camp, can you go so far as to say this is the best secondary in the National Football League?
No, I can't go that far right now. That's what we're aiming to be. You know, when you have me, Darrell, you add a guy, Buster Screen, you have a young Calvin Pryor who's back in his natural position as strong safety, and you add Marcus Gilchrist on the back end. There's a lot to the secondary. And not only them, man, you got to think about the guys that's going to be playing big roles in this defense also, from Antonio Allen to Jaquan Jarrett to D. Miller, and even coming in and adding to this distance. So you just look at this whole entire secondary, it's like, well, this group has a chance to be one of the best secondaries in the league, but can we do it on a consistent basis week in and week out?
I got to tell you, on paper, what you just described, that's the best secondary right now. On paper, you got to obviously do it out here in games.
Definitely.
I'm wondering how you're feeling about the kind of year that you're going to have, because I remember your last year in New York. You weren't that healthy. You felt like you got a bad rap because people were sleeping on you, thought that there was some slippage that took place, and you had to remind everybody you were not 100%, and that had a lot to do with whatever struggles you were having. Talk to me about what kind of mission you are personally on this year in a New York Jets uniform.
No, honestly, just go out and play football. Play better than I played last year. That's the mission. Every year you want to come in and be better than you were last year. I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen because you come into injuries. But my biggest thing is to come in and play the best of my ability and go out and be, the guy that everyone expects me to be on the side of Revis.
From what you've seen so far in this camp, which quarterback should be your starting quarterback?
Right now, Gino's named the starting quarterback, and he's carried himself to starting quarterback. I think Fitzpatrick has handled himself very well. And Bryce Petty being a young guy, he's just a guy just trying to he's getting used to the system. He's trying to understand what kind of defense that we're running. But he's shown some lights out ability too.
He does.
But Gino has been the guy. He's been consistent. As you can tell, he hasn't thrown an interception in practice. So he's been very consistent. And I think being around a guy like Brandon Marshall, having Coach Shane Gailey come in, and you add Eric Decker, you add those core guys around him to make sure that he's getting the ball out quick and make sure they're on the same page. You got a lot of veteran guys. You don't have any young guys on our receiving core, so it's make things a lot easier for him to go out and go play football and have confidence in himself.
I'm almost inclined to let Molly ask this question for me because obviously she'll deliver it a hell of a lot more pleasantly than I will.
Oh, boy.
You talked about Geno Smith as right now he's the starter and he hasn't thrown an interception in practice. I mean, are we supposed to give him some cookies or something for that? I mean, I don't understand, Antonio. I don't. Are we supposed to be excited about that?
Yeah, you're supposed to be very excited.
Really?
When you're going against a secondary like we have right now.
But it's practice. It's training camp.
Talking about practice.
This is what people fail to understand. Practice is not just practice. Mm-hmm. Practice is practice at a game tempo. So when you come into the game, it makes things a lot easier. Practice should always be harder than the game because you get so much preparation during the week. And this is what we're trying to build on, making sure that we're prepping during the week. Yes, we dropped some interceptions. Yes, we've dropped them. But it's just the point of we haven't capitalized on the opportunities that we had, and it's giving Gino the chance to continue to build the confidence that he's been needing around the receiving group and in the offense.
Good answer.
It is a good answer. Look a little north at your rivals up in Foxborough. They're going through their deflate gate. Their quarterback is fighting a 4-game suspension. What's your view of what Tom Brady is going through?
Honestly, I don't think he should be suspended. I think the fine is a $25,000 fine. They got fined. They took away draft picks. But the maximum fine I think was $25,000. Mm-hmm. And in the rule books, there's no suspension in the rules. No. There's only a $25,000 fine, and with the CBA with the ruling that's going on. So I don't see how you can try to lay the hammer down on someone when the rule states for itself. There's no suspension for it. There's only a maximum fine of $25,000. So it's just the point of are we trying to go back to the Spygate and try to get more from that, or we're just leading back to it saying, well, I have full control of everything. I make the rules as it goes rather than follow the rules of what's already been written.
As an NFL player in this league, wearing a uniform, although it's different from the New England Patriots, what does it say to y'all when y'all see Tom Brady, the ultimate golden boy, the 4-time Super Bowl champion, the supermodel wife, the ultimate ambassador for the NFL, some people would say? What does it say to y'all looking from the outside in, seeing the NFL go after him like this?
Nobody's safe. That's what I mean. That's what it basically means. Nobody's safe. No matter who you are, Phil Rogers going to do what he will do what he want to do. It don't matter what the rules say. He's going to make his own rules as it go. And I mean, it shouldn't be like that. But at the end of the day, we as players gave him the freedom to do whatever he wanted to do. So we signed the CBA. So we are our own fault for doing it. We should have been more detailed. We shouldn't have rushed into things. We should have pushed it until another month and a half and made the owners lose money. And there you go from there.
That's what I've been saying for months.
He has. Thank you for saying that.
Before we let you go, we're just talking about the Patriots. Yes or no? Can you guys win the AFC East?
That term is
yes
still
or
to be
no?
determined.
Yes or no? That wasn't an option.
We don't have a true 53-man roster yet, so I can't tell you.
Listen, it's good to see you back in green with Revis and also with your coach, and he's going to be joining us in just a bit. Todd Bowles will join us on the other side of the break. We are live from Jets Camp in Florham Park, New Jersey. Antonio Cromartie, thank you kindly.
He came to New York and got more mellow.
Can I get a yes or no? Don't worry, we have a true New Yorker right here. Never mellow on this desk.
Got mellow.